This is the Chain of Rocks Bridge that crosses from Missouri to Illinois over the Mississippi River. And it was here on the night of 4th to 5th of April 1991 that two young women fell to their deaths. And ever since then there's been a raging debate about what exactly happened. Now, just being on the bridge immediately raises discrepancies and issues about the use of the death sentence in America. So we're going to go onto the bridge and point out those discrepancies. This is where the border lies between Illinois on this side, and across the border, which runs down the middle of the bridge, we have Missouri. And that became very relevant in the trial of Reggie Clemons and his other co-defendants, because his lawyers said that the two young women who he was alleged to have murdered fell to their deaths on the Illinois side of this border. The prosecutors said they happened on the Missouri side of the border. Now, why did that matter? In 1991 it mattered a lot. Reggie Clemons' lawyers were convinced that he would not get a fair trial in Missouri because of the determination of the prosecutor in Missouri to send him to his death. In fact, if the young women had died today, it would have been a clear-cut issue. Illinois has no death penalty, Missouri still does. So just a question of a few feet down this middle line was then, and is certainly now, a matter of life and death, and that's the way the death penalty works in America. This is the precise spot where the Missouri prosecutors said the two young women were pushed into the river. Another crucial discrepancy relates to this manhole. Now, in 1991 there was no cover on it, was an open hole. You can look in, and underneath you can see there's a metal ledge. It's very, very narrow, about 2 or 3 feet wide, and it's there the prosecution alleged the young women were forced to go and then pushed into the river. Now, the defense lawyers find that peculiar because the ledge is very, very narrow, and it's a tight space, it's very short, it's very low down, and they wonder how it would be possible to forcefully put two women and force them into the river without yourself falling in. As the sun sets here tonight, you're getting an early sense of it. This bridge is a very scary, spooky and very dark place, and when the four co-defendants turned on each other and sent themselves to death row by implicating each other, they did so with details that could only have been seen in daylight, such as movements of hands, directions they moved in, how they went down the manhole. These are things that would be really difficult to see in pitch blackness. All the problems that we've highlighted with the death penalty, put together, beg a bigger question. Is the application of criminal justice in America so watertight, so beyond even the slightest doubt, that it merits putting a man to his death?